This is the euro dollar analysis for Tuesday the 14th of November. Now, let's have a look at what happened with prices on the 13th. So we'll just grab the pen. As we can see here, prices are being squeezed to the upside at the 400 period moving average here in black. And we've seen a rejection there, we've seen another slight rejection there, and we've seen another rejection there as well. But overall, we can see that prices are still continuing to trend upwards. So we do look poised for a breakout to the upside as prices are contracting within this. It's a bit of a wedge at the moment. So we are getting a bit of a contraction in prices just there. So we do look poised for a breakout to the upside. Again, we'll be looking at that 1710 level because we have a bit of a zone. We're just below the zone here at 1680, and we had a sell-off just slightly below before we got into the zone. Just let's clear this up. Got a slight sell-off just there before we got into the zone, and we're contracting below the zone at the moment. So we're expecting the prices to come into that 1680, 1710. We do expect this to be a sell zone for prices to potentially go down to the 1612. So we have to see how prices develop. But the major level we're looking at is 1710 for prices to give us some bearish momentum. We may not come all the way down to 1612. We may in fact get a reaction off the 200 period moving average. At present, the 200 period moving average is here in blue. It is currently sitting at 1625, but in around that zone there, this zone over here, we will likely find some kind of support, as it has acted as resistance over here and is acted as support before that. We might not get a reaction to the 400 period on the way back down. Again, it's just something we have to be aware of, a possible reaction before we continue down for a further retracement. So if we do get the upside breakout that we're expecting, again, we're targeting 1710, and above that we're looking at 1728. The next level after 1728 is 1771. I can't anticipate price getting all the way up to 1771, so we're currently at. So I would expect 1728 in around that 1728 to 1750 to be the upper end of the zone. 1778 to 1750. To the downside, again, if we do get a breakdown in prices in that 1680 1710 zone, if we do get a breakdown before we get up to 1710, which is the upper end of the zone, and we're looking at the 1612 and the 200 period moving average. If we do break below 1612, again we'll be looking at these lows, these previous swing lows all the way down here at 1560 for a potential bounce and a retest of the 1612. So let's just have a look at the higher time frames before wrapping up here. So we're going to go out to the daily chart, and what we can see on the daily chart here is let's grab the pen. So we've had a series of lower highs coming down, but we've come down to this major level here, marked out here in blue, 1612. We had a bit of consolidation, broke below the zone, and we weren't able to proceed down to 115. Instead, we did find support in and around the 1560 area, and we've had a couple of days now of a bullish price action. We had 4 consecutive days of a bullish price action at the moment. So we are coming up to the previous highs over here to the left of the chart. Let's just have a look here. Previous highs were at height of that daily candle was at 1690, so it's well within that zone I've mentioned, about 1680 to 1710. So we'll see how prices react in and around that zone there, but we are heading upwards. We do have the 20 period moving average coming into focus as well. 20 period moving average is currently sitting at 1680. Again, it's in the zone that we are looking at. So overall, the price action most recently has been bullish. We found support just below the 1612 in around that 1560 area. Now we're going to have a look at the weekly chart before we wrap up here. So on the weekly chart, we can see here that we were in a very strong uptrend. We have turned around a bit from this 121, essentially 120.92. Let's just say 121. We've pulled back a bit. We're just slightly, I think we're slightly below. Just going to have a check, see where we are in relation to the 200 period moving average. So this is where we are at present on the, let's see, the 200 period moving average is sitting at 1650. So the 200 period moving average on the weekly time frame is pretty close by. On a weekly time frame again, you can see we've found support in and around that 1612, but we are still operating in shadow of this very large bearish candle here with the triangle above it. So we're this weekly candle from the 23rd of October. So we are still operating in shadow, so we just have to be aware of that for further downside continuation, even though we are seeing retracement at present. So that should wrap up the euro dollar analysis. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.